Have you ever heard of a home warranty or heard somebody talk about one and you thought, what the heck are those? Is that like when you're trying to buy a shower cap on Amazon and they want you to put a warranty on it? I like that, but it's not as useless. It's actually very useful. I'm going to tell you what home warranties are, why you want them. Of course, there'll be a few stories, and then how I choose the company and why it's really good to get it through an agent. Okay, you need to stay to the end of this video because there is a tip in there that I forgot to say at the beginning or even at the middle, and I ended up putting it at the end. So to get the hottest tip on how to make a home warranty work for you, you're going to need to stay till the end. Okay. First off, I'm going to show you a visual. Now, I'm starting my podcast again, so I'm sorry if you can't see this, but it's just a picture of the home warranty booklet. And in it, it just says, Fidelity National Home Warranty helps manage and protect your home expenses with protection plans. I mean, I guess they consider it a protection plan. It offers protection against costly repairs. It provides budget protection for home buyers. I guess. But you know what I like to think of it is kind of gap insurance, because you have your homeowner's insurance that really doesn't take care of anything outside of fire or anything catastrophic, right? But this is really designed, in my opinion, of what a good home warranty is and what it does is it actually helps you when something breaks after you buy the property, because you're going to use the property different than the last owner. You're either going to take longer showers, hotter showers, or you're going to use the heater more. And that could cause that normal functioning appliance to break. In my experience with home warranties and people that buy houses over the years, I've discovered that when I get the phone call that they say, well, the heater just broke, but we had a heater inspection and he said it was good. Michelle, what happened? Why? And really it comes down to you used that heater differently. You used it. I'll give you an example. Years ago, I actually didn't buy a home warranty because I was not in the country. My surrogate did not order a home warranty, and so there wasn't one. So please, I'm not blaming anybody but myself. But I'm saying that they did not actually get a home warranty, and that winter was the coldest winter that furnace had ever been through. And we had 2 furnace inspections, and both inspections came up good. My buyer was very suspicious that the furnace wasn't any good. And one of the reasons for that was because it was underneath the home, which it's usually in the attic or in the garage. This home didn't have a garage. And I think it just made that buyer worry. So we had another furnace inspection and we found out that it was fine. And then sure enough, that cold snap came through and zapped that furnace. Now, I'm not sure they could have gotten a furnace any quicker or had it serviced any quicker than anybody else at the time of that cold snap, but they would have gotten it repaired or replaced under the policy. So a home warranty is basically a gap in the use of the appliance or the system, and where, you know, it breaks under duress. Or it could simply be that everything was supposed to work and the thing just went on the fritz and broke. There's that. So a home warranty basically helps you with your systems, your water heater, your appliances, some of the plumbing, refrigerator. They are supposed to come and look at it, which is a $75 service fee, which you could kind of consider a deductible, and they're going to either fix it or replace it. So I mentioned in the intro that I said, well, I will tell you about who I choose and why. I will explain a little bit more on that towards the end. So the home warranty is just a policy to help you once you first buy your home. Now, if you're a seller, you may want to put it on in case anything breaks during the home sale, or you're leaving and you want to make sure everything's covered while you're gone. Some sellers do that. Totally fine. But I have not worked with any seller that's done that. I've only bought policies for buyers. That's what they are. What they do is supposed to take care of all those systems. And then how do I choose the company that I work with? I will tell you, again, I'm showing the graphic of a Fidelity National Home Warranty. And how did I get to them? I've been doing this for 20 years and I've been through them all. And how they get aced, and I don't work with them anymore, is when they turn down simple fixes and say they can't do anything. Do you know I had a furnace under a home warranty, and the service company that came out under that home warrantor, and I'm not going to tell you who it wasn't these guys, said that the furnace didn't work, it needed to be replaced, and they don't do that. They don't do that? Really? That's what they're there for. The furnace was just turned off. It needed to be turned on at the actual furnace, not the thermostat. That was a handyman that figured that out. So they're not all created equal. How I got to Fidelity is, I will tell you, about 6 years ago, I sold a place. The buyer bought it, and I was representing the buyer and the seller. And I bought a home warranty for the buyer, and they called and tried to get the washing machine service. They had a new baby. They needed the washing machine to work. They had a lot of laundry, and they were calling, and the home warranty company that was sending out the service people kept saying they couldn't fix it. They didn't know what was wrong, and they were being really, not helpful. And they called me on a Tuesday. I called the rep for the company, which actually was Fidelity, and I said, hey, these guys just had a new baby, and you're telling them you can't fix the washing machine. I mean, that's really what this policy is about. They had a new washing machine by Saturday. And that came from me telling the rep, and the rep gets a lot of business from me. Hey, let's get to it. That's the difference between good companies and bad companies, in my opinion, is their sales rep is able to take care of the client, which in this case really was me, and make sure my client was happy. That's how I got to Fidelity. I have been through 4 other companies till I got to them, and every one of those companies let me down in, painful ways of, well, we can't fix it. We don't know. In fact, yes, that one company, they had convinced me to work with them. And the first policy I did with them is they sent out these people that didn't know anything about furnaces, and then of course didn't turn it on. So home warranty is your kind of gap insurance to take care of the system. You have a $75 deductible fee. You may go through 2 technicians before you actually get it fixed, but you need to let them know it's not your issue. If they called the wrong people, you're not going to pay that again. And if you have issues, you would call me, and I would take care of it with the sales rep. And then lastly, I would tell you the best way to get these policies is through your agent when you buy the property, or even when you're selling it, because we actually kind of hold their feet to the fire, because we're the ones giving them the more business. Once you're a customer for a while, and I've had some clients that have kept them their whole time, then they find them more responsive, and they take really good care of them. So their, warranties sometimes get a bad rap. I've bought them on appliances and used them all up. I can tell you, I had a client years ago. I bought her one, and she used it for so many things. She had brass plumbing. She got that replaced because it got corroded. It's brass. She got a new dishwasher. I think she got a new stove. I think she even got a new microwave. I mean, she just knew how to work this system, which was amazing. So I got a postcard from the company, and they say, yeah, so hey, congratulations. Your client used up $8,000 in services. I couldn't tell if it was a congratulations postcard or a warning. And I thought, well, I paid about $400 for the policy at that point. I was excited. I got a great deal and probably a very happy customer. So if you have the patience for them, they're great. I remember one time I had a buyer that didn't want one and was mad that I ordered one. And I mean, really, it's no skin off your nose. I pay for it. You can use it. You can not use it. Or if something really bad does happen, you can test that first. But here's something you got to remember, and it's a good thing you stayed till the end of the video. You have to call them first before you call a service person. They do not pay in arrears, or they don't reimburse you. If you have a large plumbing problem, and I know it's kind of like, what do I do? Turn the water off, of course. You call them first and you tell them what's happening and you need somebody to come out right away. That's how you get covered underneath this plan. So remember, you've got to call them first. It lasts for 1 year. Your anniversary date is your purchase date, so it's generally not hard to remember. You can renew them. They ask you to renew, but they ask you to renew in almost kind of a spam type of way. They'll send you some emails and you'll look at it and go, I don't want to do that. But if you're paying attention, it might be worth it. Or if you have an older home with older appliances and older systems that you bought and you're just not ready to redo any of that stuff yet, I recommend that you renew them. So if you like this, please share, comment, hit the like button, subscribe. Text me, email me if you have any more questions. And yeah, hopefully you purchase with me. I'll get you a home warranty and you can test all this out for yourself. Okay, thanks. Bye.